So it is 9 in the morning. I just dropped my daughter off at school. I got my son and husband out the door earlier this morning. I was able to, I wanted to get some PT stuff done, some physical therapy this morning, but I did not sleep well last night. I have not been feeling great this morning. I'm sneezing like a crazy lunatic. And of course, because I'm queasy, I don't really feel comfortable taking my meds just yet. So I'm going to continue sneezing until I can get my allergy meds into me. I was able to eat breakfast, and keep that down. So and I feel okay, like energy wise. I'm not too fatigued other than just after like having a long weekend. So I'm not concerned that I'm like sick with anything. But I will mask when I go into the library, because that was the one thing I wanted to do today, was to get out of the house and get some work done. Because I've been stuck in the house all weekend with the kids and everything, and I just wanted some quiet, peaceful time to focus on my novel and get some words in. And I know if I go into the library first thing Monday morning, it's going to be quiet, except for maybe story time once the little kids get in there, but they'll be on the other side of the library. And I did find a pair of headphones. I have misplaced my earbuds, and I'm very upset about that. I cannot find them. And I thought I had like left them on a charger, but they're not at the charger. They're not in any of my bags. They have just like disappeared. I'm like to the point where I'm even looking in unlikely places for them. And I can't find them. And I don't like that. Especially since I kind of wanted to use them next week when we go on our trip. So, I'm going to continue the search for those later this afternoon. I do have a doctor's appointment. So after lunch, there's one more Discord event, which I will probably pop in and out of. And then I have another Discord write-in tonight after I get the kids in bed, which I hope to get some more words at that. So my goal, I don't know. I'm like half of me wants to try and set a goal to get done while I'm here at the library, but the other half of me is like, I've been setting goals for myself all weekend and failing. And so I think I don't want the pressure of trying to meet a certain word count goal or page goal. I just want to sit down and write. So I am going to sit down and I'm going to set myself some timers, and I'm going to I'm going to work on I'm going to get some writing in, and I'm going to alternate with some editing so I can get to yesterday's vlog out today as well. So I'm going to go in, grab me a spot. Hopefully my favorite spot's open, and then we will get to work. Okay, so I'm tired. Oh, I felt like that was pretty productive. I did not switch back and forth. I have not even started editing my vlog yet. I think I'm going to go home and do that. I did manage to write 1 page of story. So I got about 350 words. It was a little light, but I was able to kind of get back into the story, which was nice. So hopefully I'll be able to work on it off and on throughout the day, and we'll just see where that gets me. I'm going to head home, do a couple of chores to move around and stretch a little bit, and maybe get something a little more substantial to eat. And then, yeah, we'll get back to it. Okay, so it's now 2 something, 2:30, 2:40. I am in the carpool line a good 2 hours early, right? 2, 3, yeah, 2 hours early, because I wasn't going to be able to drive while I was moderating this event. And so, sure enough, like 2:30 is about when people start lining up for carpool at my daughter's school, even though school doesn't get out till 3:45. And I'm like, that's fine. I guess an hour early then. I'm an hour early. Oh my goodness. So I was like, fine, it's a nice day. It's not super cold. I have the windows open. I've done this before where I'll turn on my hotspot and I'll work on my laptop, or I'll write, or I'll listen to books or whatever. And I will, just chill out in the car for an hour. And I can't get my internet to work, which means I can't get online. I can't even access it through my phone. It's like Discord's just not available. I don't even know. I can't even tell if it's just Discord or if it's like all, or if I can get to like other, can I get to other things? Ooh, I wonder if it's just Discord. Did we crash Discord? Oh my goodness. Okay, so my internet is working. I just can't get Discord to work. So this is not going to be good. All right, I'm going to try and figure this out, and then I'll give you guys an update of what I've done so far today. All right, so it is 5 now. I figured out my internet issue. So not only was Discord having issues, but I was also connected to the kids' school Wi-Fi instead of my hotspot. So it wasn't like trying to get onto Discord because of blocks. Sorry, this horrible lighting. But I did that, got my daughter home, came home, finished the event, modding the event, while my kids did their homework. They're on computer games right now. My son's really gotten into NASA and Mars, and so NASA has this whole play space computer games and whatnot on their website for kids. So they're entertained. I've got to figure out dinner. I need to get laundry folded and put away. And I gotta clean up all my stuff. I have my computer and stuff out. I had my doctor's appointment this afternoon, and that went fine for the most part. I'll get into that later, I think. But I have a couple hours and then get the kids in bed, dinner, kids in bed, and then I have a Discord event again. But this is my personal write-in on my NANO server, so I will actually get to write, and I will be setting up, I'll set up sprints and stuff on that Discord server. So I will actually get to write, and I won't have to moderate, and I can kind of tune out and get into my story for a bit. So I'm looking forward to that. But yeah, let's see if we can actually get stuff done. So it's almost 11:40 now. It has been a long day. I just like, it's been full of like technical difficulties, and like my phone camera app is crashing. I don't know if that's because I've been using it too much or if it's just my battery was too low. I don't know. It just crashed while I was trying to film. Discord went down right before our last event for that global ride and crawl this afternoon, and so I was sitting. I think you guys. I think I caught that on video. So I had made it to my daughter's carpool line, and I was like there early. And I'm like, I'm just gonna moderate here. I could take a 10-minute break to drive home and get back on. And I was trying to get on. I couldn't access Discord through my phone or my laptop, and it took me a little longer than it should have to realize that it was just Discord I was having issues with, and not the internet in general and my connection. And then I don't know, it's just one thing after another with connection issues today and people issues. I was a little late for my doctor's appointment this afternoon, just because traffic, and I was running late. But it's just what it is, right? I tomorrow is another kind of, I don't think tomorrow is quite as full. My daughter doesn't have school, so I don't have to take her to school in the morning, but I do have to go out. I have a meeting. I have a meeting in the morning, and then right after that meeting, I have a doctor's appointment. So this meeting is on Zoom, so I'm going to go to the doctor's office, like parking lot, and do the meeting in my car. And then I can like walk into the doctor's office right after the meeting. So I have another doctor's appointment tomorrow. So the one I had today was for my ADHD medication med check. So when you're on a stimulant for ADHD, like I am, at least in my area, you have to go to the doctors every 3 months to get and like physically see a doctor to talk about your symptoms and everything, to get a new prescription. And then even then, they can't give you like, oh, we're going to give you 3 months subscription or a prescription. And no, even then, it's like I can't get refills on it. Like I have to contact the doctor for them to write a new script every month for the stimulant medication. It's the most, it's like I finally, I know ADHD like seems like, I'm not going to get into that tonight. There's so much messed up with the system and healthcare. Oh my goodness, these. Oh my god, it's done. Okay. Anyway. So luckily I have a very awesome doctor. So I do still go in to see her every 3 months. But, and why we will discuss shortly, my the Adderall and my ADHD symptoms and stuff like that, she also takes the time to check in with me about everything as a whole, which I really appreciate. So she, is asking me about how things are going with rheumatology, how things went with like my ENT, and she's like she's just very awesome about kind of connecting all the dots and seeing everything as a whole. And I so appreciate that. And so, like I said, I do have one more doctor's appointment tomorrow this week. And the appointment tomorrow, I have mixed feelings about. And I don't know what they're going to find, I guess. I don't have I don't know. I don't know how to express my feelings about this yet. And it's just one of those, it's like I'm holding my breath to see, is this gonna be okay, and I just don't have to worry about anything for a while, or is it going to be one of those days where they're gonna find a problem? And then it's like, well, is it going to be the problem that they're looking for, or is it going to be another coincidental finding? And that's going to lead me down a whole nother rabbit hole of, okay, well, now I have this issue to deal with, but also there might be another thing on top of all the other things that I've been dealing with, right? So I don't know. I think that's just kind of made me a little anxious and not making it a little harder to focus, I guess. So I don't know. It's 15 minutes to midnight. I have not written again since this morning at the library. It's like every time I've tried to, like this evening, I was like, oh, I have that Discord event after dinner, or after I get the kids to bed. I'll be able to write then. And I sat down and I remembered that I did not, or no, I wanted to make sure my video uploaded, my vlog uploaded, yesterday's vlog or whatever, that I had edited this morning and sent to upload, and it never uploaded. So I had to re-upload it, and then I had to do all the stuff again to get it to upload. So I'm sorry that yesterday's video went up so late. I just and of course by the time I got that done, the write-in thing was over, and now I'm sitting here and it's 1:45 and I've not written again. So I don't know what to do. I did have the thought earlier this evening that maybe doing a 50,000 rough draft was not the goal for me this month, but I don't know. I would really like to finish this draft. I think the scene I'm working on now is the midpoint, so it's like the very middle of the book, the turning point for the main character. And, so I have half the book left to physically write. So I'm not lacking material. And it's not like, oh, I'm struggling to write the words. It is really just the chance to sit down long enough to think clearly and get into the story and then not be interrupted or not have to get up and like move locations or go to a doctor's appointment or deal with the kids or have technical difficulties. So, and I have been talking for too long. So I am going to, I don't know. I think I'm just going to go to bed. But while I'm going to bed, I'm going to think about what happens next in my story. So that way, when I get up first thing in the morning, and after I get the guys out the door, I can sit with my cup of tea and write with the house quiet before my daughter wakes up. At least that's the hope. We'll see what happens. I hope you guys had a great Monday. Hopefully it wasn't as full of technical difficulties or people difficulties as mine was, but there's always tomorrow, right? So keep moving forward, keep chasing those dreams, and I will see you guys next time. Peace, love, and happy writing, y'all.